This is from problem set 54, and this is advanced mathematics and incremental development. It was a textbook author that didn't like math the way it was taught. In fact, I think he was a military man that failed calculus when it was taught traditionally, so he wrote his own textbooks. Anyway, this is the second edition, and it's what I would call an abstract rate problem. And so what we're given right here is that Judy flew R miles in M hours, and that's what makes it abstract. There's no numbers here. It's R miles in M hours. Now, the choice of M here is a little confusing. You might think it stands for miles, but it's M hours, and I think that was probably intentional just to make people think on their own. Now, the only concrete number you're given is that the trip was 2 hours late. Now, so what we're supposed to do is figure out how fast she should have flown to arrive on time. Now, I'm just writing down some observations right here. Whether she's late or not, the distance is going to be constant. So that's very helpful right here. And distance is known to be speed multiplied by time. For example, if you're going 50 miles an hour, 3 hours, let's just write this down, 50 mph. You're doing 50 miles per hour, mph. Okay, and you do that for 3 hours. Times 3 hours. You certainly, that's, you know, I mean, truck driver can tell you that that's 150 miles, right? You don't have to think about units canceling, even though they do. It's miles over hours times hours. The hours cancel, you get miles. 3 times 50 is 150 miles, right? 150 miles. Okay, now again, I know most of you didn't need to see that, but we're just utilizing the truth, very straightforward truth, that speed times time is equal to distance. And so in this particular case, so R is our distance, right? R miles, so R is our, this is behaving like our DR here, and S is what we're looking for. And now to arrive on time, you would have to subtract 2 from the late time. M was the late time. She did it, she was 2 hours late when she took M hours, right? So to be on time, you would have to subtract 2 from M, okay? And so from here, it's pretty straightforward here to actually solve for S. You just divide through by M minus 2. And so miles per hour, this is how it's written for mathematical nerds. It would be written like this, just in more everyday language, R over M minus 2. Again, y'all, that's the hard part. M is in hours, right? So it's M minus 2 hours. This is in miles, so we can write mph. And also, it is abstract in the sense you have to think in terms of letters rather than numbers. Let me know what you think.